Hi everybody, Wilbert Weinberg here, and join here today with me I have Dennis G. Shaver, top entrepreneurial and leadership expert. Today I'm very excited to have him here with me so that he can share some of the things that he's learned throughout his life. Thank you, Dennis.
Thank you. Pleasure to meet you today. I really am glad to be here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay,
Yes.
So for our audience out there, tell us more about yourself. Tell us what you do and what is it that you are on it right now.
Well, I would say rather than what I'm doing, I would say what I'm being.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm being is what I did a long time ago. And so I was born and raised on a big dairy farm in Michigan.
Cool.
And I mean, look at these hands. They're huge hands, okay? Hard work. My father was all about action, making things happen.
Mm-hmm.
He was like a MacGyver, where you're always fixing things. He was very creative, innovative, and a great entrepreneur, and taught us a lot about entrepreneurship. Most importantly, how much he loved my mother. They were two lovers. I mean, come on, there's 7 boys in the family. There's a lot of cold days in Michigan. But it was all about running the family business.
Yeah.
And from age 5 onward, we were working in the barn, on the farm, making things happen, running the business. So that's really how I started out. But what I appreciate most about that upbringing is that it taught us a lot about, if you want to make something happen, put your mindset to the point where I know I'm worthy and deserving, and I got to get it done, so take action.
Yeah.
And so it was a mindset thing, and we always had to take action to feed the cattle, to take care of the cattle and the farm and the crops, and I really appreciate that upbringing because it really helped me position myself for my career.
Yeah.
To be responsible.
Mm-hmm.
And to think about what it is I want, and then to take action and eventually prosper.
So Dennis, tell us more about how you got yourself into entrepreneurship.
Well, again, started a long time ago on the farm at age 5, but at age 18, I was anxious. Like I wanted to go to the city.
Uh-huh.
And working on the farm is one thing. You're out in the country, 2,000 acres of land, and you can hear the birds sing and smell the fresh air and see the waves of grain going back and forth. It's such a cool feeling to be in nature.
Mm-hmm.
But I was also curious about where all the lights were at in the city, because I never was in the city.
Oh.
So at age 18, I left the dairy farm and I decided to just go out and go venture out in life. And I had a bag of clothes and $87, and I baler twined that bag of clothes to my bicycle handlebars, and I rode for about 30 miles to the city and landed in the city and said, this is where I'm going to hang out, I'm going to work. So my first job was working at McDonald's.
Okay.
I got to eat at McDonald's. That was really cool because as a young teenager, I mean, come on, right? I wouldn't do as much now, but then I got recruited from there to work for General Motors.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my first taste of real entrepreneurship because
Mm.
I got to see brand new trucks being built. I was fascinated by that, to see something that starts with someone's idea and their mindset, and then they put it on paper into a design, and then it becomes a product that goes out to the marketplace. I was completely just enthralled by it. And I said to myself, this is what I want to do. I'm going to be involved in product development, helping people get their ideas from their mind to a design, to a product, to the marketplace.
And so for people out there, all of them, many of them have a lot of ideas, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have ideas in their mind,
Mm-hmm.
but they simply do not have like the knowledge, the resources to really take it out.
Mm-hmm.
So for people like them, what advice do you have for them? What can they do to really really bring their idea from mind to market to profit?
Sure. Well, first of all, to get an idea from mind to market, an idea is just an idea.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is.
That's true.
Some people say, Dennis, I've got this $1 million idea and I'm so excited about it. They're sitting on the edge of their chair and they're like, oh my God, it's like they're really excited and they don't know what to do and what do I do next? And they're all, that's just usually what happens. Or if they don't know about what we do to help people get an idea from mind to market, they will think about it and they'll think, well, I don't know how to do it, so someone else will probably come up with it. And that's a lot of ideas go to the grave with them.
Yeah.
So it's important to be able to know a formula.
Yes.
Or a blueprint or have a roadmap to be able to get that idea from your mind and get traction with it. So what I do is that in my businesses we actually help them by first positioning their mindset to realize that they're totally able and capable.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a formula called ready, aim, action.
Okay.
Before you take action, you got to ready yourself. Okay? To ready yourself, you have to be in the right mindset that says, I'm worthy and deserving. And then also, then to aim yourself by identifying and aligning all available resources that can give you the traction to take the most effective action. And that's why I like to share, which we'll be talking about in Singapore, is my 7 essential steps to get your idea from mind to market. So I don't know if I should share too much of that right now, but I'm just trying to give you an idea that that's what we'll be talking about.
Yeah. So let me ask you then, is this question is that, what advice would you give to your younger self, so that, probably you can save the time, prevent the mistakes and stuff like that, and, just let us know, what are the things that you would do differently if you were younger?
Based on that question, I'm guessing you think I'm older than 20. But I would say my younger self, I remember myself as a little boy on the dairy farm, and I was so curious about life.
Yeah.
And I think that when we're curious about life, then we're opening the door to possibility. And when we're a possibility thinker, possibility shows up. So being curious in the farm, I was curious about how a baby chick was born. How could that happen? To when equipment is broke down and the cattle are hungry, how do you get this thing fixed when there's no dealer to get parts? You have to create something. So my words of, I'll call wisdom, that I would give my younger self is, if it is to be, it really starts with me.
That's very true. In life, we get to say yes and no, right? And can you share with us, because I believe that yes or no, although they are very simple words, they might have very profound meaning or implications. Can you just share with us one example where you say yes to an opportunity or to a business, right? And it opened the door to a world full of opportunities.
That's a great question, and my answer is yes, I will. The thing is that running businesses is that we find ourselves, when we're running businesses, to always be working in the business instead of on the business. Yeah. And when we're always working in the business, we don't have a chance to work on the business. And the way I found to evolve beyond that as a CEO of companies is that to go out and network with people outside of my normal comfort zone of what it is I specialize in. And I found that for me is going to events. And I like going to events because I've been able to connect with people, to learn more, to expand more, and to grow more, and also to even grow my business as well.
Even at your current stage, where you're a CEO of many companies,
yes,
you have, you're probably worth a couple of million and stuff like that. You still go to events?
Life is all about evolving. And if we aren't evolving, we're stagnant. We're stuck in the muck as far as I'm concerned. I found that why stay right where I'm at, because I'll always be right where I'm at. I want to learn and grow and evolve and be of service to others. And the way to do that is to expand and grow and learn and go out and connect with others. I can't do it sitting in my comfort zone. So there was this one event I went to, and it was called, I think, Big Money Speaker Event, something like that. And this event was just after I published my book.
And your book is?
My book is called The Entrepreneurial Incubator, Secrets to Getting Your Idea from Mind to Market. Okay. And I was so excited about it, and I thought, well, one way to sell books is also to meet people, because people buy books. So I went to this event, and I knew that Kevin Harrington was going to be there, from the original founder, guy from Shark Tank.
Yeah, Shark
and
Tank,
also the founder of As Seen on TV. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I would love to meet this guy.
I would love to meet him too.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe we can connect you, okay?
Yeah.
Because I went to his event. But I was at this event, there's probably 100 and some people there. And it was day 2. And I knew that he was going to be on stage that morning. So early that morning, I went for a jog. I had some coffee, and I signed my book to Kevin Harrington. And I imagined myself going to that event, and he receiving my book and thanking me for it and saying, "I want to talk to you more about this." That's what I imagined. I just said, "Okay, this is going to happen." So I go to the event, and it's 15 minutes to 8. The event started at 8 o'clock. And all of a sudden people are standing around, and I knew he was going to come in, and I thought if he comes in, I'm just going to walk right over to him and hand him my book. I was scared though. I was like, oh my gosh, this guy is so successful, and this multi-million-dollar guy. Who am I to offer my book to him? What if he says no?
Yeah.
No, he's going to say yes, is what I thought. So all of a sudden, everybody's looking back over it, and he starts walking in. Kevin Harrington's not that tall. Neither am I, but he's not that tall. I figured some towering guy, but he walks in, and instead of walking around the crowd, he walks right over toward where I'm at. I'm thinking, did I attract that or what? You know, it's amazing when there's words called thoughts become things, that I believe we can actually make that happen. Not make it, just think it. It's possible. Lo and behold, it comes right up close to me, and I just walked up and said, Kevin Harrington, my name is Dennis Shaver. I said, you so much inspire our clients and myself, and I so much appreciate it. In fact, what you share is in this book, and I would love for you to have this book. And he took it very graciously, and he says, wow, thank you. I'm so glad to meet you. I love the words on this book. And he says, I got to get into the class right now, but I'm going to look at it more. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you, Dennis. So he said my name. I thought, we walk in, all of us are standing outside the doors, and everybody's high-fiving me like, oh my God, you got to meet Kevin Harrington, that's amazing. Then what happens, 8 o'clock, it happens 8 o'clock and the doors open up. We're herding into the room, and all of a sudden, where's Kevin Harrington? Sitting on a director's chair at the front of the class. And he's got a book in his hand with his hand inside it, it's my book.
Wow.
And at that moment, I had chills of excitement, but also anxiety. Because I said yes to what I want in life, to meet people like that, but I was scared to now be in it. I'm at this event, and I'm like, I want to go to this event because I want to meet this guy. So here I am at this event. And I go to sit down and thinking, oh my gosh, he's going to ask me questions about the book. I thought, wait a minute, I wrote the book. It's okay.
Yeah, you know your stuff,
exactly,
right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're sitting in this group, and then all of a sudden everybody's in the group, and we're sitting down, and all of a sudden he says, okay, group, I'm going to have to change things up a little bit today. We've got a change of plans. Is that okay with you? And everybody's saying, sure, sure. Then he looks over and says, Dennis Shaver, come on up. And I walk up, and I'm like shaking and stuff, and he goes up, and he pulls me in him, and then all of a sudden the photographer comes up. I got my book, and he's taking photos, and he said, young man, he said, that is one hell of a book. And I said, thank you. He says, no, really. He said, he holds it up, he has his arm around me, he holds this book, and he says, folks, if you don't say yes to life, how can you get where you want to go? And it's at this event is where I met this guy. I would have never met this guy if I would not have been at this event. So
I do not say yes.
I had not said yes.
Yeah.
So for me, I have a habit. My habit is going to events because I know that I can learn and grow, and that's what I desire in life.
Wow, that's such a remarkable story.
Thank you.
And I believe that the book right now is a #1 international bestseller.
It sure is international bestseller, and every day I have to pinch myself because I wonder, how in the world did I get here? But I know I got here because I said yes. I said yes to possibility. I said yes to going and meeting people, and in this situation was going to an event. Because for me, that's how I open doors in my life, is to go to places, go to events. They help me learn, grow, and evolve.
Okay guys, there you have it, Dennis G. Shaver here. First thing, nothing is impossible. Second thing, it's all about saying yes. Alright, if you want to get more of Dennis, he will be speaking at the Think Act Prosper event this coming 31st March and April 1st. He will be speaking at the Suntec City Convention Center alongside with many other great speakers such as actress Ali Faulkner and world-leading doctors such as Dr. Kurti. So if you want to get more of Dennis, alright, I encourage you, okay, get the tickets, and I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you, Dennis.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Looking forward.